My clients are amazing. I'm obsessed with them. I think my main goal is always to have them come and just be able to like take a deep breath and like, okay, she's got it from here. You know, I mean, moms know, like, it's so stressful getting the family dressed. I mean, you're probably gonna fight with your husband before you come. So like, I know the whole thing. I know how it goes. So when they get through the door, you know, I want them just to relax and know that I got this.
Annabelle,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm great.
Thanks for coming in at such super short notice.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, Trisha Williams, thank you for recommending.
It's my girl.
So there's your little shout out, Trisha.
She's amazing.
We're gonna get her on the show soon.
Yeah, she has to.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
her
I was
replacement,
trying.
So
I was trying.
yeah.
Well, you're a replacement in the sense that she just couldn't do it. It's cool that she had the in because I knew of you. I did not know you.
Yes.
But you've been here for like 10 minutes, and I feel like I know you already.
I mean, we're like best friends.
Besties.
Besties for the
BFF.
resty forever and ever.
So I hear you like to take photos.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, it's my thing. It's kind of always been my thing. You know, in high school, I was kind of lost. Didn't really like anything. Didn't really like school, but I liked taking pictures. So at that point, I wasn't really good at it. You know, it wasn't like I was like, wow, she's going to be amazing someday. Like, no, not really, you know. Right. But it was kind of the only thing I was interested in. So I went to college for it and, you know, learned everything I possibly could and then self-taught from there.
Self-taught is amazing these days. You can literally do it on your own with the good old interwebs. You
can pretty much learn anything on your own these days.
Mm-hmm.
College is kind of overrated.
It is.
In a lot of ways.
I mean, unless you're, my whole rule is unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer,
yep,
you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, I will never push college on my kids unless they know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah. Good. I mean, my one daughter said no, and I was like, totally cool. My other daughter,
yeah,
I think she might have just been following the rules, maybe. Now, of course, now hindsight.
Right.
But her last year, she said, yeah, I'm good. And I was like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, take a couple years, work, save money, figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
Don't go waste mine and go to college not knowing what you're going to do, right?
Well, she only wasted a little of mine. She's got debt to pay off.
Yeah.
That's hers.
We all do. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally just finished. I think it was last year. I finally paid off college. And what's funny is I went to college for none of this stuff.
Yeah. Isn't that how it happens all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. That's why I'm like, hey, she doesn't want to go, fuck it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You do you.
That's it.
Because it didn't work for me. So.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah.
So photography, you got into it in high school.
Yeah.
What inspired you back then to take photos?
I was always kind of in the art classes, not good at art, but that's just kind of where I felt safe in high school.
Were you the artsy type or like?
I was like, I don't know.
Do you like Marilyn Manson and
no.
dress like that?
No. I mean, I wasn't like a loser, but
all right, we're not calling those people losers.
I don't know. The art room was a cool vibe because it was just like chill. You know, they had music on. It's like a cool place to hang out. I hated school. So, like, that's where I would go. And then photography, I kind of fell in love with the darkroom and film. You know, that's like doesn't even exist anymore. No. But it's a really cool way to learn, you know, all that. Like, I feel like every photographer should learn film and the darkroom and all of that. That's like starting from the ground up.
Yeah.
But it's like it's extinct now, you know?
Which is sad. Anybody uses it? Does anybody still use it?
I think some of the old school people do, or people that like the look of it, because it's really hard to duplicate.
Right.
You know, on a digital camera, but yeah, it's sad though. It's kind of extinct.
Yeah, my dad he had a makeshift darkroom in our place in Long Island. He just had like the bathroom.
Yeah.
And like all these trays.
Yeah, you don't need much, and just some chemicals that you know what to do with. It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Just some chemicals, and if you know what to do with them, it's pretty cool. But
yeah, right on. That's cool. So you dig the old school stuff then?
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, I haven't done it in a long time, but I think it like really teaches you because you can't mess up. You know, you take a picture, you can't look on the back of the screen.
Right.
You know, it's film. Mm-hmm. So if you don't get all your settings right for that picture, forget it. You might as well throw it away because it's not going to come out. It just
Yeah,
doesn't work
dude.
like that.
No,
There's
yeah.
no Photoshop.
I totally forgot about that. I remember taking like a photography class once. I think it was ninth grade.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you're like, well, I'm just biting a bullet right now because
Right.
I have no idea.
No
how it's gonna
clue.
look.
You have no idea. And I go to do these assignments and I think I killed it. And really, I had this setting wrong and it's terrible. So there's nothing you can do.
No. Is it hard to remember all those settings and all those different tricks on the camera?
Not anymore. Oh my God, I know it like the back of my hand. But yeah, for like, you would probably be lost.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, people think it's just like pushing a button, I mean, with iPhones are pretty amazing. But, to be a real photographer, like you got to know your way around a camera and
Right.
know what all the numbers do. And if I change this, what's going to happen? So there's a lot to it, and I don't think a lot of photographers get as much credit anymore. Because it is so easy. There's a setting on the camera you can put it on and it just guesses for you, and it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, but I'm always infatuated with like the subject matter.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Sure, I can go ahead and take a photo of you. Those 90% of them suck. It's
Right.
like it's a dude with a phone just going. I mean, it looks clear,
Right.
but still not a great photo.
Right.
Where I think with photographers, and you're right, it's such an art form. That's what makes me, really appreciate a photo. Just what happens in that little rectangle.
Yeah. And lighting is everything. I mean,
Oh my
we
God,
have these
yeah.
lights set up here. I mean, how much better is this going to look than it would
Oh, it's amazing.
without them?
Yeah, it's funny because I used to use these cameras before McCookie was here, and it looked okay. It looked like, like it was okay. And then he
Right.
comes in here with 3 lights.
And
it's almost
changes
cinematic.
you look like a pro all of a
Yeah.
sudden. Yeah, it's
Now I know-
everything.
Now I look like I know what I'm doing.
I mean, kind of. You got people
I got
to
people.
help you look like you know what you're
Hey,
doing.
that's what you gotta do. Gotta get people, man.
Yeah, that's good.
So how was your college career with the photography? How did
I
that
went
go?
for 2 years. It was like I don't know, it was this really small school in Philadelphia that's not even there anymore. It was kind of the only school I could find that didn't have other subjects than what I was interested in. It was all
Cool.
photography. So it was 2 years of just that, which was awesome. The first year was all film, all dark rooms. So I feel like I learned so much that first year. It's hard. It's hard.
It is.
And then the second year, you start with digital and all that. You just, take everything you possibly can from it and then it's over. And then you're like, now what the hell am I going to do? Because it's a hard business
Yeah.
to make money and to be successful in, for sure.
And so when did you start AB photography?
Roughly like 2011,
And when did you get out of school?
2009.
Also about a couple years.
Yeah,
You do some like freelancing or something? Or?
Yeah, I worked for a couple local studios. I did the wedding thing for a while, which I don't do at all anymore.
I don't get a lot of photographers that say I love doing the wedding thing.
I mean, wedding photographers are amazing. Like,
Yeah.
props to them. Like, it blows my mind. And you make insane money, great money, but it's just not for me, And I could do it. I could do it all day.
Well, what don't you like about it?
I don't like brides, really. And the people, I don't know. I relate more to children. Kids are my
Okay.
jam. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like kids. And I'm only about doing something I'm passionate about. So if I'm waking up and I'm about to go shoot the biggest day of your life, I want to be excited about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't want to be like, shit, I don't want to, this is going to be all day. I mean, it's all day. It's not like it's an hour
is all
shoot
day.
that I can just suck it up and go do. It's all day. And this is these people's most important day. And they've dropped a ton of money
Yes, they
to
did.
do this. And they're paying me a lot of money. So I better want to do this, So for me, it's just it's really passion driven what I do. And the clients I take on. And, I think my sweet spot is definitely kids and families and babies and, high school seniors. I'll take them too. They're big kids. They're big kids.
When was that moment that you finally decided, hey, I'm going to open up my own studio?
Oh, man. Well, I first started, I had my daughter, and I kind of wanted something that I didn't have to work 9 to 5 under somebody else, be able to kind of be a mom, a really present mom, and work. So I didn't even have a studio at that point. I was going to people's homes, lugging all kinds of crap around, meeting people on location and stuff. The studio wasn't even in the picture at that point. So I just did that, and like it gradually built and gradually built, and it became like a real thing, Like it kind of started like, I'm going to do this. Like we're okay financially. So I'm going to do this, make a little extra money while I'm a mom. The mom is like the first priority thing. And now it's turned into this like career for me, which is amazing and really rare, honestly, for photographers to just do that. And because a lot of them like work a normal job, and then this is kind of like a side thing.
Yeah, and you're really doing like a specific genre.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, weddings are like, it's all the money maker, and you're really doing it like what you want to do, period.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And my clients are amazing. I'm obsessed with them. Like they're friends to me. Like they come and it's like, let's hang out, and then maybe we'll take some pictures. But let's hang out first. Like you guys are cool, and they come all stressed out because picture day is stressful.
Yeah.
So I think my main goal is always to have them come and just be able to like take a deep breath and like, okay, she's got it from here. I mean, moms know, like it's so stressful getting the family dressed. I mean, you're probably going to fight with your husband before you come. Like there's a 90% shot that you're going to be in a fight with your spouse, and then you have to come and smile in front of the camera.
I know.
Pissed at your spouse. So like I know the whole thing. I know how it goes. So when they get through the door, I want them just to relax and know that I got this. Chill out. I don't know how many times I told people to chill out. Like you need to chill. Okay, I got this. We don't sweat the small stuff. Like, let's just get this done.
Has it been ever like terrible when a family came in and like you knew some shit went down?
Oh, you can always tell. I mean, the husbands are always miserable. Miserable. They're worse than a whiny 2-year-old any day of the week. I will take one of those over a grumpy dad.
Why is that?
Because they're just, get it together. You're acting like a big baby. I tell them all the time. And I tell them I charge more if they're going to be grumpy. So.
Oh, the asshole tax?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, I mean, you
my
got it.
favorite.
And then they kind of shut up, and, some of them roll their eyes at me, but I break some of them, and, they actually end up liking me by the end of it. So.
Do the photos still come out great, do you think? Or do you think you can see like the,
I have a lot of tricks. And, sometimes I have to pull the husbands to the side and be like, listen, this is for your wife. You need to suck it up and get it. Like, we need to have a little pep talk. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
should have
true.
brought like a 6-pack and just like be crushing some beers while we do this, just to take the edge off a little bit. Like, I recommend it.
That's good to know.
Like, have some drinks, and, you're going to feel way better about this. And it's going to be quick and painless. But if you're going to be grumpy, we're going to be here a lot longer. So that's the reality. You got to kind of, tell them what it is,
That's cool, man. That's good to know. So now if I want to do a family portrait, which I've never done, but
that's a
I
sin.
think about it.
Like,
it is, man.
We're going to do that. Yeah.
My one kid's just in Nebraska, so that should be interesting.
Okay, we'll get him home, and
figure
we're
it
going to
out.
do it.
Yeah, I'd love to do it, especially now that I know I can drink.
Oh, you can. I mean, we can take a shot before and after.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Get
that's
the
cool.
edge off, dude.
Right. I mean, you need a little something just to, no shame. Right?
I don't judge anybody. I don't give a
No.
shit. No shame,
And if
no
it makes
judgment.
my life easier and it makes you cool, then that's what we're gonna do.
Have you ever had any incidents where it got a little bit too much?
No.
No.
I'm pretty good at reading people, and I'm pretty good at dealing with people. I don't know. I think when you do this for a long time, you just know what to do in every situation when it comes to people.
Yeah, so you've done like about 11, 12 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on, dude. When did you when was the moment when you thought to yourself, oh man, I finally made it, and you were like just like in it? Or do you feel like you're still growing? Or
I don't ever want to feel like I made it. I always want to continue to grow.
Is this all you
Sky's
do,
the
though?
limit. This is all I do. Yeah.
so
And
when
I'm a mom.
when was that moment? Was that right in 2011 when like this is all I do and I'm a mom and that was it?
It was kind of a balance then, and then gradually, I started to build and build and build. And then I think I got really busy probably in like 2014 is when it really started to take off.
And why do you think that happened?
I think I put more time into it, having babies, that kind of takes your life.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, it was kind of on the back burner, on the side a little bit. And then the baby started growing up and I could focus on that more and, just build from there. And I love it. So it's, it's motivating to keep going and see what else you can do.
Well, obviously. I mean, there's times where I get into these little droughts of just like,
Oh, I know.
why am I even doing this shit?
Right.
Like, I can't stand it anymore. I'm
Right.
like, this is like, I've been doing this for too damn long.
Right.
And then you get those like 2 or 3 potential clients are like, yeah, we love what you do.
Right.
It almost like just reinvigorates you to
Totally.
just keep going.
Like give you a good review and you're like, okay, this is what I should be doing. Like I'm being a little bitch and I need to suck it up.
Absolutely.
Like
man.
take a breather, take a day off, go sit in some nature and then, center yourself and come back.
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to do.
Absolutely. What's your number one thing to do when you're feeling like you're in those droughts of just like, fuck this?
I box.
You box.
Yeah.
That's
so,
cool.
Like
man.
that's my outlet. Yeah. Shout out to Star City Boxing Gym in Reading.
Right on.
That's like my second home. Yeah.
Wow. How often do you go?
It depends on the week and work and kids, but I try to get there like 3 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week.
Really?
Yeah.
You compete at all?
I'm working on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
When are you hitting that first bout?
I don't know yet. I spar, but trying to get a girl lined up and see what happens.
Is there a lot of that out here? A lot of women boxing?
No, there's not.
No?
No, it's like a male-driven sport.
Yeah.
It's hard. And like to find one in my weight class is like really hard. Being 100 pounds and a girl is.
Yeah. Little bit.
Yeah. But, I love it. It's therapy. Totally therapy. Cheaper than therapy.
Probably is cheaper than therapy.
Totally cheaper than therapy. It's great.
How have you ever checked out like the MMA stuff?
No, I haven't.
No, you just strictly boxing.
I started boxing working out and I just got into it more and more and just kept going.
How's it feel to get punched in the face?
I mean, it sucks, but that's why you learn defense and not to get punched in the face.
Right. Right.
It's a learning experience. But it happens, and then you move on, and then you punch them in the face, and you feel better about it.
What was that first one like, man? Because I remember the first time I got hit in the face. It was like one of those like, whoa, like it's really not that bad.
I mean, they looked at me like, oh, this little girl isn't going to last in here, Like, that's kind of how I felt. Like, they didn't say it, but like, so they kind of threw me to the wolves with this girl that's like really good, been boxing since she was like 11 years old. Okay, whatever. Like, I'll do it. I'm not scared. Like, I got to show myself right now. She kicked my ass. I had a black eye, all that. But I kept going. You got to prove yourself. And,
That's true.
That's boxing. I mean,
Probably felt great to have that black eye.
It did.
Like a rite of passage.
I kind of looked abused, like an abused woman.
Oh, boy.
Not good. Going to my therapy appointment, I was like, I am not abused at home. I'm safe at home. So this is boxing. Like, don't call anybody. Like, we're good on that.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Right
Yeah.
on. My kid's really into the MMA stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
she's
cool.
Like, she loves,
it's a great workout.
She told me she's going to start doing, jiu-jitsu.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, she wants to start. She's
Yeah.
really into like Rose from MMA. She knows all the names. Man, she knows so much about
That's
this
cool.
sport now. And she talks about the male guys every so often, but
Yeah.
man, the females,
It's just badass.
she's all about it. I actually prefer them more than the dudes. I think they perform a lot better.
Chicks are just tough. That's it.
Yeah, they're pretty
That's it.
badass.
I mean, we are. Yeah.
Yeah,
We are. I mean, most of us are. Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
And most guys are bitches, like you said. So
Right. I mean, it's true. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
that's all good, man. So, so tell me, what do you attribute to be the reason why you're so successful at what you do?
Listen, I think anybody with training and knowledge can take a good picture. I really believe that. Anybody can. You could if you wanted to. I
Yeah.
could show you and you could do it. But I really think I'm successful because of me. I don't know. I just try to make it as comfortable as possible. And I'm really laid back and I want people to feel like they're just hanging out with me while we take some pictures. And, there's just no stress. Photography is not a necessary thing. It's an investment. You don't have to get your picture taken. It's
Right.
a luxury item, So people are putting a lot of money out there to trust that you're going to do a good job, when their kid's having a meltdown in the car on the way. So it's like when they get there, I just want it to be like, just don't worry about it. Like, we're good. Everything's good. Like, I promise you, you are going to leave here, whether it's today or we have to reschedule another day, with good photos. And, that's my guarantee, always.
So you contributed to your brand then.
Yeah,
Right on. How important is your brand or your branding to your business?
it's everything. It's everything, you know? And I think it's important to people to get to know me as a person, too. And that I'm human and a mess most of the time as well. And, you know, the same thing. I'm a mom, too. So I think I'm
Yeah.
relatable. You know what I mean? And I'm not like some big scary guy in a photo studio that's going to freak your kids out. I mean, you would terrify children.
I know I do. I see it all the time. What's funny is I play Santa.
Do you?
I play Santa, yeah. And when I'm in the Santa suit, though, and I actually grew a real beard this
Yeah.
past season and colored it white,
Yeah.
it was awesome. But, yeah, when I'm not Santa and I'm just like, I definitely got
Yeah.
resting
Yeah.
bitch face big time.
Yeah, I do too, though. But like, I,
Yeah.
you know, it's like they come and I flip a switch and here I am, you know, and I'm not afraid to act stupid, goofy, dance, whatever we got to do
Yeah.
to get genuine reactions out of these kids. Like I will do. And, no shame. No shame.
So how often are your kids tortured by you and your camera?
They're such little jerks about it. They literally since the moment they were born, they've been tortured.
Yeah, I bet.
And they hate me for it. You know, my daughter's better with it. Like she'll get jealous if her like I do her friends' pictures. So like I want to actually, but then she'll bitch and complain the whole time. You know,
Right.
like you're a diva. Like I'm not doing this unless you're paying me. No way. And my son, yeah, he's just a boy. So
Does he even care? Does he even notice?
no, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about any of it. You know, he gets pissed if I'm taking a picture with my iPhone of him, and he's like, "Mom, stop!" Like
How old's your boy?
he's 8.
So you have an 11 and an 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
That must be fun.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like little adults now. It's cool.
Yeah, they have like actual opinions on things.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like yeah. My
changes the
daughter's
game.
very strong-willed, like me.
I wonder where she
She's-
gets it from.
Yeah, weird. That's weird. No, she's very like me, but it's cool because it's like hanging out with a mini me. You know,
Yeah,
like I
no
like
doubt.
hanging out with her. She's cool. She's the coolest.
Yeah.
So
I dig it. I enjoy hanging out with my kid too. My daughter Ann, she spit an image of her mom,
yeah,
but I think inside she's a lot like her dad.
yeah.
She's a lot
Good.
like me.
That's more
Yeah.
important anyway.
I'm hoping, because you know those years like you were talking about, man, the teenage years. Like they're 21 now. It's better, you know. It's not as tough, man. But I tell everybody, I'm like, listen. Sometimes, you know, there's a difference between boys and girls.
Yeah,
Boys are rough, you know, and
Yeah.
and I tell everybody, I'm like, listen, if I had 2 teenage boys, I could have smacked them around, do whatever the hell I wanted,
Yeah.
and pretty much just like been like, stop doing stupid shit. you know?
yep.
But I had 2 ladies, and they have, you know, emotions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm like,
they?
I don't know how to deal with this.
Right. Oh my god.
There's no manual that comes with fatherhood, man.
I wish there was. Like I
Yeah.
could use some pointers a lot of times. You know. But
Well,
she
you have
just
one of
wing
the
it.
coolest dads I know.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's a
yeah,
pretty cool
I would
guy.
say that. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
cool.
You ever ask him for advice with kids or no?
No, I don't take advice very well. I don't know. I
I've never
kind of
asked my
just wing
parents
it.
either.
I
Yeah.
wing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day we just wing it and we do our best.
Yeah, it's weird. I'd rather ask my friends for advice if I needed it than my parents.
Yeah.
Because I almost feel like if I call my parents, then like they know what the hell's going
Yeah.
on. And
They're
it's
like,
what the
wow,
fuck
you
are
do
doing?
suck. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
wow,
They
you're
judge
screwing up
you.
too.
I
Just like I
know.
did. Weird how that happens.
But then it's crazy. Maybe you should call them so they feel better about your childhood. Like,
Right.
oh, okay, so they're having problems too. So maybe it
Right.
just
Oh,
wasn't
she's
just
screwed
me.
up too. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Not just me.
I know. It's one of like my greatest, I guess, fears or whatever you want to call it. It's like, man, how much did I fuck up my kids?
Oh, I
You know, are they like all right? Or is it, did I do
Right.
normal fucking up? You know?
Right. You just want them to be decent human beings. Like that's the
know.
goal.
I know.
That's the goal.
But it's crazy. I overanalyze everything with the kids because I'll be like, oh, she's like that probably because that one time I did this, you know, and then you start going through this
Right,
whole
but you
list of
can't do
stuff.
that, though.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I've learned that since, but
Yeah.
God damn, you blame yourself for everything when it comes to
I
kids.
know you do, and you're so hard on yourself, but how can you not be? I mean,
I know,
they're a
it's
piece
kids.
of you. They're a little you,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like you're criticizing basically a smaller version of yourself.
Yeah. And maybe that's why it's easier because you're just like, fuck, that's you anyway,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So it's like just an
Totally.
extension of you just totally putting yourself down.
Yeah, it's tough.
Fucking kids.
Yeah, fucking kids, man. Oh, I know.
Oh, shit, man. So what's next on your list? You know, you're
Well,
killing it.
I just got through the holiday season, so like
Yeah.
this is I regroup. You know, I regroup, and then in the spring we start, and I'm outside pretty much until it gets cold again.
You do a lot of the outside stuff with
Yeah.
the kids and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. I like going outside. Yeah.
So do you have like 3-4 months of just getting it together?
Yeah, and I'm booking shoots in the studio, but it's a nice period of time to just, figure out what my next move's going to be and plan the next 6 months ahead.
What kind of goals do you have set for yourself?
Just keep going. I want to keep building, just keep building. I just love what I do. It's just awesome.
Do you see yourself with like a staff or like a larger studio, or is it always just going to be you behind the lens and whatever you can handle?
I've tried to hire assistants and stuff. I just work better by myself. If I need people for a specific shoot, I will absolutely hire. But I'm better by myself. Solo. Yeah. It's hard for me to let anybody else take control.
Oh, yeah. I'm just learning that now.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's really hard because it's your baby and you do things a certain way. And, just it's irritating. I don't like it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I mean, it took me, how long did it take me just to have him a cookie? Like come in here and just take over this. Because I was doing like the podcasting for a while with my kid, and then she moved, and then I was just taking a break from everything. And you finally realize though, like, if I need to get better or make this become larger than what it is.
You're absolutely correct.
You got to get,
You're absolutely right.
But it's hard, man, because I finally hired somebody as a designer that I actually don't feel bad giving them stuff to do.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, I just celebrated 10 years. You know what I mean? So it took me 10 years.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
It's hard.
And even like the behind the scenes, the editing and the stuff, I just like the way I do it. You know what I mean? Like
nobody will ever do it like you.
Right. And I could show them, but I would still see things that I would want to change. And then I'd end up changing them.
Yep.
And, what's the point of paying somebody to do it if I'm just going to fix it anyway?
Well, it's your brand, so that's why you hate when things go out that aren't to your standard.
It's my name, yeah.
I don't blame you, dude. I mean, I'm right there with you. But do you ever feel like maybe even letting them get you to like 80%, and you just fixing at the end, you don't think that's worth it at all?
Yeah. I mean, if I get to the point where I can't handle it, I would definitely consider it. But, I got a pretty good system going on. Yeah. I'm a boss. I just like to
I can tell.
I just like to handle my stuff,
You came in here, you were fucking telling me I'm a cookie what to do.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you exactly what to do.
Exactly. I was like, holy shit, man, she's been here 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to put my feet up.
Oh man, dude. Do you ever think you take on too much? And I'm not trying to have your clients be like, well, what the fuck is she talking about? But do you ever think like you take on too much, and then instead of growing, you just want to like stay where you're at?
Yeah, I mean it's a balance for sure, because my kids are always number one. I don't want to miss their sports and their things and any of that because of work. So. I have to really check myself sometimes that I don't miss those things, because they notice, and they want their mom there, and I want to be there. So I think I have to check myself there. The holidays are rough. They're rough.
Can you imagine?
Like on a Saturday, I have like 15 mini sessions back to back every 30 minutes.
Wow.
So it's draining, and some days I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? This is ridiculous. But it's hard for me
to the kids.
I know, I love the kids, and they love me, and it's like it's hard for me to turn people down, you know. They're like, do you have a last minute time for me? Like, I need a Christmas card picture. Okay, all right. I'm like at the end of my rope, but sure, come on down. Come on down. Sure.
So 15 30-minute sessions in a row?
Yep.
How long is that? What's that?
I don't know. I usually
7 hours?
Yeah, you just start at like 9 in the morning. Just go back to that. Wow,
dude. Yeah. And you're that like in tune that these people come in, sit them down, put them in place, boom, 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 gone.
Yeah, I got the mini session game down. Yeah, it's like a science. Yep. Yeah, we move fast.
Yeah, I see a lot of photographers do that.
Yeah, it's nice because, I don't know, like, for instance, Christmas, you don't want a full session of pictures. Like, we don't need a whole hour. They want a couple pictures of their Christmas cards.
That's true.
That's really it. You know what I mean? So it's quick. It's easy. The husbands love how fast it is. The kids, they don't have a long attention span most of the time, so it's quick. I don't know. I just got it down. In and out. Yeah, it's exhausting though to be like that on
Yeah.
all day. It's like a major hangover.
When does it start? Like November?
Usually my busy season's in like the beginning of October.
What they do?
Not Christmas, but I do like fall and
Fall's killer though, man.
Fall's
Such
major.
Beautiful colors. Though.
Major.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's my favorite season.
Me too. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's not hot. It's just
Fucking perfect.
Yeah. Colors. Yeah.
Colors are the best, man.
Colors are the best.
It's all the golds, the reds,
Yeah.
even the browns.
All of it.
Look
Yeah.
really nice.
And then everything dies and it's like this out. Yay.
Then everything dies.
And then everything
And
dies.
it's over to the fucking spring.
Yeah. And then we pray for warm weather again.
I know. It's cool though. I mean, I really dig your style. The
Thank
first
you.
time I was exposed to it was at Sweet Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I was there with your dad. I'm almost positive. Maybe.
I'm sure. Is that your
Or maybe
bromance?
not. I know me and Johnny.
Yeah. Holding hands. The ice cream parlor.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But I saw it was either that or I saw all the photos on the walls, and I was reading I saw your name on there. I
Yeah.
was like, wait a minute, I think that's John's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's me.
yeah, very cool. I loved all your photos on there.
Thank you.
You think they need a refresher? You think it's still good?
They probably need a refresher.
Yeah. How long has it been?
I gotta call Angie. Those are really old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angie's great. She let me film a whole
She's-
social media video in there.
She's the coolest.
Yeah.
Is she not?
We
She's
got to
the
get her on
best.
here, McCookie. Make note of that.
Anyway, she's a badass female.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know, because we talked to her that day.
Yes.
Because we were just in there to do a cool social media video. We compared it to ice cream.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And it sounds like you didn't watch it, so thanks for that. And
Didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. She's like, I see nothing.
I've seen
I know you because my dad and because you contacted me yesterday.
Well, we're best friends now, so
Yeah.
this is all going to
Besties.
change.
But yeah, she was. We went in there just to this video, and then
Yeah.
obviously we just started talking to her, and then she went through this whole story of how she built Sweet Ride just from like a cart at like weddings.
She's amazing. She's the
Yeah.
coolest. She's so badass, and we're truly an inspiration.
Yeah,
The small business owners, to be successful, and damn, she blew up.
I know. I'm totally blown away by the fact that I can walk in there and it essentially looks like a bunch of kids are running the place.
Oh yeah,
But
teenagers,
it's smooth as hell.
and they're polite and
Yeah.
kind, and
It's like Chick-fil-A for ice cream.
it's Chick-fil-A for ice cream.
My pleasure.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, dude, she has it down to a science.
She's
man.
great. I mean, she's probably cool to work for. I mean, it's probably a fun
Yeah,
job.
absolutely.
And she probably picks good kids, and yeah. 'Cause
I
they're-
feel like that's an asset.
Oh, totally.
Hiring.
Yeah.
I finally have a good hire. I'm 1 for 4.
Yeah.
So my
It's
percentage
hard.
blows.
It's hard.
But there's people like Angie and that they just find the right people.
yeah,
And
it's awesome.
That's a skill set.
Totally. And to be a
Yeah.
good boss, and to your employees want to do a good job at their work,
Yeah, that's one of those things that I'm learning now. I'm trying a lot of things with Will. Will, he's my new designer, Will Hennon. I'm trying to do things differently.
Yeah.
With that patch, it's like, okay, how can I make him feel appreciated? How can, I let him know that he is a very important part of this team. But how do I do it enough so that's not too much to where they feel like, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm good.
right? Like we're buddies,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's like that weird
yeah,
dynamic.
totally. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
parenting too. It's like you want to be their friend, but not
gotta
too
be
much
their
their
daddy.
friend. You got to be the boss too,
You gotta be
right?
the parent.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
know.
thing.
Yeah, it's rough. It's interesting. It's cool. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's new territory for me though.
Yeah,
Definitely, because I finally kind of gave him things like, okay, man, I'm giving you this email to do. I'm giving you this website to update.
yeah.
It's like, I know, are they going to be able to?
Do it the way I would do it,
Right.
as good as I'm gonna do
Right.
it. Right. Yeah.
That was the
That's tough.
first thing I was worried about. But now I tend to feel like when you give up a little bit to somebody that's just talented,
Yeah.
they might give you a different view,
Right.
and it ends up coming out.
Right.
It's even case in point, like Jersey Inc. They, I
They're
was talking
great
to Dan.
too.
Yeah, they're awesome. I was talking
Yep.
to Dan one day. He's like, "Hey man, me and my buddy, we're gonna make you a death metal shirt." I'm like, I don't know what that would have to do with really FXV
Yeah.
marketing, but
Yeah.
what the hell, go for it.
Sure.
And I forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then one day he sends me a text. And I'm like, shit, dude, you actually really did it. And I looked at it and I sat there for a second going, well, what am I going to do with this? Because I don't want to put it out because I didn't do it.
Right.
So how would that represent my brand if I didn't do it? You know, I don't want to put out other people's artwork.
Right.
And then I realized that was fucking stupid. And I was like, Fred, it's time to let other people touch it, bro.
Yeah.
Just let them come in and just
Hold your
put their
baby.
spin on it.
Let them hold your baby.
And you know what? It was a great t-shirt. And I printed just a few up for my friends and family. And they all fucking wear it. And they love it.
There you go.
So on one hand, worked out great. On the other hand, I'm like, so you don't like my other fucking t-shirts?
Right. Right. So why do you wear that one more?
Yeah.
That's
Why'd you even ask me for one?
Right.
Fucker. I would have
Yeah.
just kept it in my
Cool.
closet.
You don't like my ideas? Cool.
I know. And I think what's funny though is I think that's probably one of the fears maybe also on top of just giving it up to somebody
Yeah,
else to
totally.
do. Are you going to feel inferior?
Yeah.
You know, you feel like you're not good enough anymore.
What if they happen to do it better than you?
Yeah. And then I give myself credit on that point too because I'm just like, fuck it. Just fuck it, man.
Right.
Make the whole thing cool.
Right.
You know, if other
It
people
can't
come in
hurt,
and do
right? They're just adding to your name.
they're adding to
It's
the
you.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
Adding
to
the
the
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
you're right.
Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from, man. It's hard. It's hard to give up that
It is
power.
hard.
But
It's really
who knows,
hard.
man? Maybe in like a few years, you'll be like, screw it. We'll just
Yeah.
build something bigger.
Yeah. We'll
I don't
see.
know.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Is you want like craziness out there? You want like this crazy, huge AB photography thing?
No, not necessarily. I mean, the sky's the limit, but I don't put that pressure on myself. I mean, I've been blessed with my successful business so far, and it has not stopped growing. So I'm just going to keep that vibe of being grateful, and whatever comes, comes. You know?
I can dig it.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do it that way?
Right. Good vibes.
Absolutely.
Just good vibes.
Good vibes, man.
Positive vibes, and just be grateful, and the rest will come.
What do you think is the number one reason why you get all your business? I know you said it was like because you're laid back and all those things, but what brings it in? Like, you know, how do you get all these new people coming around?
It's totally word of mouth and social media. Social media is insane, you know, and especially for photography. You know, somebody makes your picture their profile picture, and somebody's asking, that's a really good picture. Who took that picture? That's a great picture.
It's true.
You know, and you see your friends' pictures, and, you know, when it's their turn to get pictures, they're going to ask you, who did your photography? And it's amazing work, you know. And then, you know, my clients are awesome, so they'll just talk me up, and the rest is history, you know.
No, it's true. If it's a lot of moms, like you said, moms like to share
Moms
information
and
big
moms
time.
love pictures of their
Yes, they
babies.
do.
As do I. So I get it. Like, I get that market. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So, Annabelle, where can everyone find you?
Instagram at Annabelle Bowers Photography, and Facebook. Those are both
Right on.
perfect places to find me.
And you're booking for the spring.
Heck yeah, I am.
Heck yeah.
The spring and beyond. Find me.
The spring and beyond. Annabelle, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much. This is
Yeah,
so
dude.
fun.
This was great. And give my best to your dad because I love your dad.
Why do we have to end with my dad? Okay. I know. He's
did
the
that on
coolest.
purpose.
Yeah, I bet you did.
If you guys don't know, this is John Whitehall's daughter.
You just name dropped.
Yeah, I
This
did.
is about me today.
You're right.
Okay.
But now I'm gonna have you. I can name drop you now. But I always
Perfect.
got to name drop JW.
I know. He's great.
JW is one of the reasons. He's probably one of the main reasons why I'm even doing any of this sitting right in front of you.
Really?
Like a lot of people don't understand. Like we used to have these crazy powwows in the beginning,
Yeah.
and your dad brought me on and invited me to do all this sales stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, "Come on in, man. Just come hang out. Just
Yeah.
come check it
Just
out.
come see what it's
I
about."
was like, "All right."
Yeah.
And I did that for like a full year, and there's things that your dad told me I still utilize to this day.
It's awesome.
So I
yeah,
can
he's
only
really,
imagine.
really good at what he does, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, back to you. So you're really good at what
Thank
you
you.
do.
Thank you so much.
No, I love it. I love that. You know, I wish we could have got together sooner because it was such an enjoyable conversation.
Yeah, this
and,
was great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
again, props to Trisha Williams for just even recommending you. And I was like, fuck yeah, I would love to fucking.
And
have her
I'm
come
going
in.
to send you more badass chicks.
Yeah,
I mean, I got a
bring
whole
it.
roster. So
Bring it, man.
We got to get Angie in here. She's
Yes,
sweet,
Angie.
right?
So we got
She's-
Trisha and Angie so far.
Those two,
Right
for
on.
sure.
Who else you got?
Do you know about Burke Steals and Steals?
No, what is that about?
Okay, so these are my two friends. Okay, so they have a Facebook group. Okay.
Yes.
They buy pallets of merchandise from Target, like all brand new merchandise, and they resell for a discounted price. And they are
Really?
killing it.
Burke's Deals and Steals.
Burke Steals and
Is this
Steals.
a Facebook group?
Yeah.
You have to be invited, or can you just join?
I think you can just join.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Okay.
You know,
Hook me up.
it's fun to watch. They'll do like sales. You know, they'll say we're doing a sale Tuesday at 8, and they'll post all kinds of new merchandise from Target for like half off, and it sells so fast. Like if you're not there, you're not getting it. It's cool.
That's cool. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they just started out probably like a year or two ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know.
Who else you got?
Who else do I got? Well, Trisha.
Put you on the spot.
For sure. Oh, man. I have to think about this.
I know so many badass
Do you know
chicks.
Allison? Do you know the Allison clothing shop on...
I know of it.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a badass chick. I box with her, actually. She's a boxer, too. Her store's really cool. You should go in there.
I've been in there with my kid, with Ange.
Yeah, there's some laughs in there for sure. Yeah, it's a quirky little shop.
Oh, yeah. That's like, they have stones and they have all kinds of weird...
Yeah, like penises and stuff. It's like a feminist shop, but it's such a cool vibe in there.
Yeah, I remember walking in there with my daughter. That was fun.
That's an interesting place to be with your daughter.
I mean, like, I'm pretty open, but I'm still old school at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to walk by a penis with my kid.
Listen, I feel you.
Things.
It's one of those awkward moments you really might not want to have as a dad, but
no,
you know,
not at all.
She's cool though. She's like
cool
really,
place.
she's like a cool vibe, and she's fun to talk to, and you would like her for sure. Yeah.
Who else you got?
Who else do I got?
Let's just keep going with this McCookie. Who else you got?
Let me think about this.
Who else you got?
Females only?
You know what? It's like it's not like I don't know females, but I guess because I'm just a dude that hang out with dudes, so like it's just normal that I hang out with guys.
Yeah.
And you know, like we were saying with the podcast, I was like, man. I was like,
yeah.
I got to get like a woman in here, just you know, diversity
and badass chicks, not
badass chicks, not just women.
Right? We can just that's a whole different category. Badass chicks are a different level. You know.
You should start a podcast.
No, thank you, but I appreciate you having me on. This has been really fun.
No, for sure, man. I really dig you coming in last minute, like literally last minute. Everyone listening.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was like Trisha, and she's like, no, but I can get Annabelle, and that was at 10 o'clock in the morning.
She called me, and I was like, what? Really? She's like, no, you have to do this, and I was like, okay, are you sure?
Oh, so she told you have to do it.
Pretty much, yeah. She pretty much forced me into it. She's like, yeah, you must be there for this tomorrow. And then I text her later, and I was like, why aren't you doing this? And she didn't respond.
Oh, she told me she had a client meeting today.
Yeah, sure. I bet she did.
Fucking liar, right?
Yeah, she's a liar. She's a liar. She's next. So get her on
All
here.
right, she is next.
She's next.
Yeah, I got two more cats today, dudes. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Great guys though. But then we're taking a week off, and then I really want to get a lot of people in here because the other great thing about doing this podcast here in Berks is I'm not just looking for people you know already.
Yeah.
Like technically, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I mean, like I didn't even know what it looked like until you came in today.
Yeah.
And now it's like just a great experience to talk to you.
Yeah, it's just fun talking to people.
And now I learned about, Berks Deals and Steals.
Berks Deals and Steals.
And, I can only
Find
imagine.
them on Facebook.
I will. And I can only imagine.
Oh, I'm going to send it to you. Yeah.
You should. Well, my wife would probably want to really
Your
check
wife
that
would
out.
be so in. Yeah, you're not going to be into it, but your wife would.
Well, depends on what it is.
Depends.
Is it like just a lot of housewares?
It's everything. It's furniture. It's clothing. It's kid stuff. It's everything. Whatever they get, they buy a pallet. They have no idea, what it's actually going to be in it, and they sell it.
They get Lego.
They get Legos.
Oh shit, I'm in. I love Lego.
I mean, it just varies what they get every week, but
No doubt.
yeah. No,
Cool,
they're
man.
badass chicks, yeah.
All right. Well, Annabelle, thank you once again for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast.
Yeah, dude.
I loved it.
I will have you back on again, and hopefully maybe even that roundtable idea.
Oh, cool. I'll be back tomorrow. Sounds good.
All right. I'll see you then.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Sounds
See you.
good.
Hey, thank you for checking out this episode of Fred Talk. If you dug what you saw, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss another episode. You can also check us out online at fredtalk.tv. Don't forget, your Uncle Freddie loves you. Peace.